Good evening, good evening, ma'am. Debbie Agboola. Hope I'm correct with the
Good evening,
pronunciation of your surname.
Agboola, Agboola.
Agboola. Okay, I know what
Yes,
it is. I
yes.
remember. If I just remember Agbona, I'll remember because I know that thing. That thing is big time. I remember that thing. And Ola tomorrow, journey together. I'll get it faster.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to DIC African Podcast. This is deep inside conversation with me, Ume Collins. So this is just the acronym DIC Africa. So I'm so honored and I want to tell you thank you for honoring my invitation for this podcast. It's not my money, so thank you so much, Ma'am Debbie Akola. I love your studio,
You're
I love your
welcome.
background, I love your books, I love your face, I love your branding, I love your clothes, I love your hair, I love everything, even your teeth. You are just glittering like
Jesus
and in fact,
Christ.
you are glittering like this scorching sun. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
thank you, thank you
Thank you.
so much.
This is
Thank you
the
so
IC African podcast once again. So today you'll be going to teach us, or you'll be going, or you'll be teaching us the business of graphic design. So we want to change the status quo. That's the theme for this podcast for this June edition. And again, happy new month. This is first
I wish
happy
you
new
the
month.
same. I wish you the very best of it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are about to go deeper for this insight they're about to bring from above. I want to tap into this your what is it called it? This your wine of wisdom and the wealth of your knowledge. I want to tap into it. So that we too that I am here hosting you, I will understand the business of graphic design because you are the IT tech designer and you are the founder of um graphic design initiative,
Define
right?
academy.
Yeah, yeah. So before you start, I would like you to introduce yourself in 1 minute. Let's know who is Debbie Akola.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. At that 1 minute, okay, I'll manage it. I am Debbie Agboola, also known as the bag, also known as the smart woman because I'm smart. I'm a designer with expertise in book cover design and social media marketing flyers. So I don't do logo design or brand identity. And I also work with top blogs and newspaper. I help brands to run ads on newspaper like The Punch, Linda Ikeji, Vanguard, Guardian. And I help authors too to make more sales, to grab attention, to make their books to stand out among crowds. So I am also the founder of Smart Brands Africa, where we host conferences, we show spotlight on people. So that is basically what I do in summary.
Wow, I'm impressed. I just heard some big blocks names you mentioned. You're like Linda KG, and the other ones you mentioned. Wow, I'm
I'm
impressed.
expecting you. You're my next client.
Oh, you,
Let's put
you,
TIC on the punch.
wow, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. We are coming. We are coming, but they never see us coming. When we
Okay.
call like this, we hit it.
I shall be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you. And it's this year.
Amen. Amen. I tap into that anointing. You know you're the prophetess. So thank you, thank you, thank you,
Hey.
thank you. Thank you. And before we continue, I want to tell you thank you, but I will say that thank you later, not now. So you have the stage.
You know, your second name is thank you, actually. You can say thank you a million times. Like,
All right, you on the
you're
stage.
welcome. Okay. Okay, I should start. Okay, good evening, everyone. So, this evening I will be speaking about business of graphic design and how to change the status quo with business of graphic design. But let us start with this. Before you can change the status quo of your environment or of your family, you come first. You have to change it about you first. You have to come out. You have to do exploit first before you can change the status quo of maybe your circle, your friends, your family members. So we are starting with business of graphic design. as you as a graphic designer, or maybe you want to start the skill, you want to start the business of graphic design. So I'll start with the mistake you should avoid and the things you need to put in place to excel in this field. Like graphic design is just like other professions. Some count it as their side also. Why some of us we see it as business. We see it as our own business. Like medical doctor, so is graphic design too. I call myself professional graphic designer. I'm not just your hustler designer. So first thing you need to do if you want to take graphic design serious is that you should see it as a business and not as a side hustle. When you see it as a business, so let me ask you this question. I know you can't see me physically now, but answer it, you can write it down. A fashion designer that works physically like the normal tailor for Nigerians, some will call them tailors, and some fashion designers or welder, or someone who sells goods and services, or someone who provides services, maybe physical services. In the morning, at most by 9 a.m., you see them in their office. Or for those who have shops, you see them in their shops. Those are people who see their work, they see their skills. Even farmers, you see some farmers, they go to their farm maybe around 7 a.m., 6 a.m. They go as early as possible because of what they see it as their business. They don't see it as maybe side also. They don't see that okay, I have another thing. They see it as their main business. They see it as their own source of income. So for you as a graphic designer, you need to see it as your business too. When they say mind your business, so when they ask you to mind your business, that means you should mind what concerns you. So mind your graphic design, see graphic design as a business, solid one. If you want to, if you want to make it in this skill, like from this skill you want to make it from graphics, number one, see it as a business. Show up as an expert in that field. Don't show up as just someone who is just playing. Today you share cruise, tomorrow you are sharing another thing on political matter. Show up as an expert in that field. You're a graphic designer. Let us know why we should work with you. And most of graphic designers like I've met, they take their social media presence, they take it seriously. And if you have a physical office too, there is nothing hindering you not to show up. Like when you have a physical office, that is where you can now attach maybe printing to it. I've worked with offline graphic design agency before, and I see how they operate too. So as a graphic designer, after seeing it as a business, treat it as a business, not as just a skill. If you want to make it in this field, you don't need just that skill alone. You are a graphic designer, but to make it in this field, you must see yourself as person that has another skill apart from this graphic. You have the skill, but you need to have the business skill of that skill. Like you need to know how to sell that skill. Apart from the graphic design you have, you need some skills. I'll mention some of them. You need some other skills to complement this graphic design. You need skill like emotional intelligence. You meet different kind of people, you meet different kind of clients that you want to work with, and those kind of clients, they have different attitude, they have different behavior. So you need emotional intelligence. Some people they are too hot, some people they are too cold. It is your emotional intelligence that will help you to work with them without any problem, without any issue. So you have to have this emotional intelligence skill as a business. Like you want to take this as a business. We are talking about business of graphic design. So you are not taking as maybe let me do it today, the next month I will come back to it. So you have to have this skill. Number one, emotional intelligence. When you have emotional intelligence, you not have unnecessary headache. When someone who is too hot tempered comes your way, you know how to handle them. And when you see someone who is too cold, you know how to handle them. And apart from emotional intelligence, you can, like, it's still related with people management. When you know how to manage people, you know how to control their emotion, like it works that way too. After learning the skill of of graphic design, it is important for you to have other skill too. I've mentioned too emotional intelligence, people management. Then another skill you need to learn is lead generation. You let us cite this example. You have two kids, one likes rice, another one likes beans. So let's start from Sunday. Sunday you cook rice, Monday another rice, you cook another rice, the same with the same stew or jollof, the same pattern of rice. You keep cooking it for them for like 10 days on a stretch. You know what will happen? They still get tired of that food. But if you give them rice on Monday, maybe Tuesday you give them beans, Wednesday you give them yam, Thursday you introduce another food to them. Like it will like they will be happy to even eat your food. But when you present one type of food, one kind of food to them every day, they will get tired. So that is what is applicable to business too. You keep showing up to the same people with the same thing every day. You keep showing up to these same people. Like, let's start from maybe WhatsApp or Facebook. You have this WhatsApp status, you have viewers of maybe like 100 or 150. That 150 viewers, you've been showing them your offer since January. We're in June now. Happy New Month, everybody. So you've been showing them that offer since January. Just 150 people, you are not adding another one. So you need lead generation. There's something we call audience fatigue. Like, they get tired of seeing you. It's not that they don't like your product, it's because they are getting too familiar with your product. So you need other people, you need new faces. In this world, there are millions of people that are interested in what you do, and they are expecting to see you. So it is for you to put in the work. It is for you, it is your responsibility and duty to take lead generation important. You need to take it very well. Like, generate lead are people, quality people that see what you do and are interested in what you do, and they convert to your real clients. So you need to learn how to run ads. Like, yes, you need to learn how to run ads to generate lead. And we have different kind of ads. I'm telling you that you need another skill apart from uh graphic skill. So when you generate it, there's another thing you need to do. It's called need nurturing. Like, you want to toast a lady now. Let me cite. I love to cite example a lot. You want to talk, like, you're a guy or you're a woman. I will use two sides. You as a man, you want to woo a lady. You just go to her straight and just say, "I want to marry you. I will marry you." Can you still hear me? Okay. You now tell her that, okay, I want to marry you. Do you know what her response will be? It will be, who are you? Who the hell are you? But you take it one step after the other. That is, you are giving her what she wants. Apart from having that skill, you need to nurture the leads. You cannot just convert into your client. Actually, you need to nurture them to become your client. So I was talking about running ads. We have organic ads, and we have inorganic ad, like Facebook sponsored ad. So organic ad is using the current contact you have first, using them to promote what you sell, using them to promote your offer. Like, you are telling them, okay, help me to get new people, I need new clients. Why sponsored ad is, maybe you are running Facebook ad, you are running Instagram ads. Those are sponsored ad. You are trying to bring new people into your business, because when you are not making money in your business, I just count it as hobby. So business for you is to make money. And when you need money, when you want to make money, people is like, they are very, very important. You need to collect money from people. So organic or sponsor that, you need it, and you need to generate lead for your business. So I think I've talked about 5 other skills you need as a graphic designer to add to your present skill. Then another skill you need to have is sales and closing, or let us just make it closing and sale, because closing leads to sale. Let's say you want to work for a brand or for an individual. There is this thing, you need to have a conversation first before it can lead to sale. So when you convert them to clients, it's what we call sales. It's what we call closing. And when you convert them, it's what we call sales. You've made sale. When money is coming to you, that is when you made a sale. So you need to learn these skills too. When you just say I'm a graphic designer, I know how to design with CorelDRAW, I know how to design with Adobe Photoshop, I know how to design with Canva, you will die there like poor. You will not make any money. So you need another skill. You need another skill to make this money. You want to take the skill as business, then you must treat it as business. If you ask other business owners, they have team, because they have those who are in marketing team, they have those who are in advertisement team. So they have different, but you as a graphic designer, you have to know like some basic thing of those skills for you to get customers, for you to get clients. So you like don't just rely on your skill, on your graphic skill alone. Don't just rely on it. You need to learn the art of closing and sale. When you close somebody, it's like, okay, I'm trying to sell body cream to Collins now. So what I'm telling to him, the way I put the word, the way I say to him, to make him agree, to make him buy from me, is what we call closing. And when he agrees, he finally agrees and pays me, is what we call sales. You made sales. So you need that skill as a graphic designer too. Why should they work with you? Try, and in closing too, we have objection. So there are different objection that you need to tackle. So you need to learn those things too. You need to, like, maybe you can practice some question. Okay, what questions can they ask me as a graphic designer? So I want to close someone now. What kind of question can the person ask me? Why should I hire you? What skill do you have? Like, what can you do to my brand? What can you do for my brand? Like, all those sort of objection. So you need to learn how to tackle objection and how to convert them to into sale as a graphic designer, if you want to treat it as a business. Then another thing for you as a graphic designer to have another skill to have is branding. You are branding someone else, so you too you should brand yourself. You call yourself a graphic designer, but maybe your Facebook page or Facebook profile or anywhere, maybe any of your social media handle, we can't see anything that is related to graphic design. Everything is just littered everywhere. They are tagging you and 99 others going to beach. They are all sort of things on your timeline. So you as a graphic designer to brand yourself, and branding is not just about flashy color, about logo, about this or that, about branded t-shirts. It's not about that. Branding is simply what people talk about you when you are not there. Maybe three people are gathered in one place like this. They are talking about Debbie Agboola. What will they say about Debbie Agboola? What is that thing they are talking about? What is that thing people are discussing about me and my brand? That is what we call branding. If you like, wear like red with logo, wear everything, and be posting rubbish without appropriate branding. Nobody will talk about you anyway. So try to have a good brand yourself. And I'm not disputing the fact that logo too is not I'm not disputing the fact that logo is okay. You have to brand yourself to have your own brand identity. Branding is different from brand identity. So as a graphic designer, I think those are part of basic skill you need to know as a graphic designer too. Branding, I don't need to understand, I don't need to explain that to you. You need to understand it yourself. So you can study on branding and identity too. But please brand yourself, that when people are discussing about you, they will not be discussing about you shouting, they play up and down. Let people say good things about you. When they are talking about Debbie Agboola, I'm sure they will be talking about smartphone graphic design. They'll be talking about book designing, like they'll be talking about flyers. So brand yourself very well. Another skill you need to add is networking. They say your contact will give you contracts. I think Miriam that said that quote maybe yesterday. Try to network, attend conferences. In this summit or conferences is where you meet your clients. They will not come and meet you at home. Oh. It is where you will meet your clients, those conferences, those events. Go to places where you know that your prospects, they always go, they visit every time. So you need to network. This is like, it's not about what's it called? It's not about MTN network or Glow. What I mean by network is that try to form a relationship with some set of people. So that is what we call networking. Network with people that you know that they can afford you, not people that you know that okay, they will try to price you down, they try to talk you down. Network with valuable people. Those are skills you need to add to your graphic skill. Your current job will not save you. Your Adobe Photoshop only will not save you. Then I think I've done enough for the part of skills you need to add to your graphic skill. So let's move to the business of graphic design. I hope you are following me and you can hear me. Can you still hear me? Okay. So business of graphic design. So if you want to make money, I know some people can start graphic design because of their passion, but for me, I started it for money. So it's business. I'm here for business. So business of graphic design, as a professional, for you to have money, for you to get money, there is something you need to do. That is, you need to solve problem. If there is problem, then there should be a solution. And as a graphic designer, what problem are you solving? Try to define the kind of problem you are solving. So let's do it this way. You have to have your own brand biography, or you can brand profile. You can just, it can be short like this. So let some people in marketing, they call it why, where, how, like maybe 4W and 1H. But for me, the Agboola, in graphic design, you need to define your problems, the solution you are bringing, the kind of people that have that problem, and how you are solving that problem. Let me come again. You have to define the problem that you know that you can solve. That problem, okay, medical doctors, they solve our health problems. So their own target audience are sick people, people who are not healthy. Because if you are healthy, except for you to go and do checkup, I don't see reason you need to go to hospital. So as a graphic designer, define or find a certain problem you can solve. That is where money is. Where can you find these people? Where are they? What are these people doing? And how can you solve the problem? In what way? Like, what can you use to solve the problem? So after defining that, then you can now move to the other things you can do with graphic design. Basically, 80% of my design are smartphone graphics. So I will not even talk about smartphone because I use other software too. So I will talk generally on graphic design aspect. Most times I've always been speaking on smartphone, but today I think this is the first time I'll be talking about general graphic design field. So number one thing you need to do is you need to offer service. Before anything, as a graphic designer, your number one thing is service. Offer service. You know how to design logo, offer it first, offer it as a service. You don't have any work by writing a book first. No, you need to practice what you've learned. If you don't practice, that means you are hypocrite. So you need to practice, put it into work, offer service, and try to know your strengths and weaknesses. For me, my weakness is logo. I don't move close to logo. So I know my strength lies in book cover, flyers, poster. Those are my strength areas. So try to know your weakness and strength. So when you know that, you know the kind of people you can work with, the kind of service you can offer. So if you want to make money with graphic design, offer service. You can offer service from social media accounts. Maybe you create visual for them, maybe you create graphics for them for their Instagram, maybe their carousel. You can create design for different organizations. You can create for individuals, for brands, for movements. You can create design. So far you are offering services. So first thing to do is offer service and get paid. If you don't have paid clients first, you can volunteer. Volunteer is one channel, is one way to meet your prospects. When you volunteer and when you do a good job, they will recommend you to their other, maybe their friends. So and when you do a bad job, you know that it's over for you like that. So you cannot do bad job for me and I will recommend you. So try to do a good job for that person you are volunteering for. You can volunteer today, and that person you volunteer for can recommend you to person that will pay you millions. So it's good to do well when you are volunteering. Volunteering is not just about improving your skill, it is about you meeting your audience too, your target audience, because you are offering, that means They need you. That is why you are volunteering for them. So they need you, and when it's time for them to pay you, when you earn it, it's certain they will pay you. So first thing you need to do is offer services as a graphic designer. And I've mentioned the kind of service that you can create logo. If you know that you specialize in logo design, create logo, maybe UI UX, you can design. So offer service. That is one skill, one business of graphic design. The another thing is create a digital product. This is digital world now, digital generation. You can create digital products. When I mean digital product, we have ebooks. Ebooks means electronics books. So you can create books on different. You see, graphic design is wide. You, maybe your strength is Adobe Photoshop. You are good with Adobe Photoshop very well. You can write ebook on Adobe Photoshop, on basics of Photoshop, and sell it and make money. You can write book on CorelDRAW. If it's Canva, you can write book on it. If it's color, you can write book on color, on psychology or principle of color. You see some people, they have that to even dress like this, to know the color that match each other is problem. So you as a designer writing book on color, even those who are not graphic designer, they will buy from it because you are solving their problem. So you can write book on color combination, typography. Some people it's font, they don't know the kind of on design. You on one design you can see like 10 fonts. You see one font like this that is looking like Pharaoh, you see another one that's looking like Jericho. So try to create digital product that solves problem. You can write ebook on problems graphic designer face. You can write ebooks on mental health for graphic designers. That is, those are topics you can write on for graphic designers, for people who are interested in those topics. You are making money, you are solving problems, it's win-win, one-one. So they want you to you want. So that is the beauty about creating digital products. So apart from ebooks, you can organize trainings too, like online trainings, virtual one. You can create like maybe a week training or a month, or you can even do mentorship, online mentorship. That is part of digital product too. So let's say you as a graphic designer, you specialize in book cover. You can train people on how to design attractive and functional book cover design. You can just attach a price to it and give it like limited slots, and people pay you. You transfer your knowledge, you give it to them. That does not mean the one you have is leaving your brain. No, it means you are imparting another generation. Those people too will grow, they will impact another set of people. So like yesterday, I think it was Colin said, he asked me like, why did I believe? I said someone actually believe in me too then. So I have to keep on giving. I have to keep giving to other generations. So you too, you know these things. You too impact to another generation, impact to those who are coming after you. Train people, or you can create course. That way is even simple, very easy. You create videos. Maybe you design with CorelDRAW or Illustrator or anything. Maybe you design with a laptop. You can use recording softwares. Just record and start talking. You don't need people to gather around you. Start talking to phone or to your laptop. Start talking to it and be explaining as if you are teaching. Explain how you are doing what you are doing, how you are designing. Maybe you are designing a flyer or you are creating a logo. Like a roadmap to achieving that logo. You can just create it in module. In secondary school or in tertiary institutions, you see module syllabus. So that is how you categorize your own too. Module one, module two. So in module one, we are going to be looking at introduction of graphic design. Module two, we are going to be looking at sketching. Module three, we are going to be looking at like branding, or like different topics you can cover. First write it down, then create a module for it. So that is how graphic design Hello, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. You had a call, right? think she had a call. This man is calling her, or it's a network. Let's see. Let's wait. I am really enjoying this class. I have a lot
Can you hear
here
me?
on my list. I have a lot here. So you need to master emotional intelligence according to her. Okay, she's back. Let me not take the class. It's not my class. It's her class.
Can you
Welcome
hear me
back.
now?
Yes, I can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me
I can
now?
hear you. Welcome. Yeah, very
Okay,
well. Very
okay.
well. Okay, I think
Thank
you had
you.
a call. Yeah,
No,
welcome.
no, it was my network.
Okay,
It's
okay,
just the
okay. Welcome.
network performing
All right.
like miracles. So
Welcome.
I was talking about creating, listing out what you can teach, what you know. Like me now, I'm very good with typography, color, psychology, principle of color, flyer, book cover. To some extent, sef, I can still I can teach branding, but I cannot teach sketching. So I will list it out. This is what I can teach. Then you can now break it down. Not in secondary school. I will use secondary because I'm presently doing my TP. So I'm familiar with that thing very well presently. So in secondary school, under syllabus, we have scheme of work, we have lesson plan and lesson notes. So let's take for instance, syllabus is the entire thing you know in your brain. List it out, everything like that. List it out. So lesson plan, that means you are planning what you want to teach. So write it down. This is what I can teach. So after writing it down, you can, if you know that your weakness is you don't know how to speak a lot, you don't know how to talk, like maybe after 5 minutes you will throw one blunder. You can script, you can write out script. You know, all those are actors, they have their script they are following. So you can just write out some points that you know that, okay, if I see this point, I will remember this. If I see this, I'll remember this. So you can write it out. So it will make it easier for you when you are creating that course. And maybe you design with your smartphone. We have a lot of screen recorder apps that you can download. Just maybe you are using Canva or Pixel Lab or any app you are using. Just click on that screen recorder and start recording, start teaching. You can teach for maybe an hour. Don't let it be too long, because you know we human beings, we get tired sometimes, easily sometimes, not everybody and not all the time. You get tired easily. So you are teaching the same thing, but try to break them down into some like little time duration. Maybe you want to cover introduction to graphic design. I know that it will take you 2 hours. You can name it introduction to graphic design 1, so introduction to graphic design 2, and you can make them like maybe 30 seconds, or at most maybe 45 minutes, 30 minutes, or 45 minutes, so that after watching that one they will be eager to go to the second. But when that video is too long, when that course is too long, you see that they will be sleeping and they will not get what they want to get. It is not result oriented. So you need to make it uh moderate, not too short and not too long. So that is for creating digital course. And apart from courses, you can create templates too. We have templates. I don't think CorelDRAW has template. I've not created it before, but PSD, Photoshop has it has templates. Any Adobe family has templates you can edit. Once you send it to that person, they can edit it on their software too. So, and if you are using smartphone, Pixel Lab has templates. It has PLP file. Canva has that one is even the common one. So you as a designer, your own is to solve problem. You like sometimes I was promoting my smartphone graphic design for business owner. Is just template, smartphone template that they can edit without using mobile data. You can edit your design, you can design with your smartphone without using your mobile data. So I was promoting the, what's it called, the template, the offer. So a graphic designer now messaged me like, Debbie, this is our secret, why are you leaking it out? Do you want to render us jobless? I said, don't worry. Don't you see? That is why you need to have some skills too, apart from your graphic skill. In I think in sales and psychology, they say you need like 4 things to sell. Number one is emotion. You need to get people's emotion to buy from you. Some people buy with their emotion. Number two, you need to instill fear, like, oh, if you don't buy this now, if you don't do this, so you need to instill that fear. And some too, they buy with logic. Some, they don't buy with emotion, they calculate everything. And some, you need to sell to them with greed. Like, human being, we like greed. Some are greedy. You need to sell with greed. When you know that these people, this kind of people, this set of people, they are greedy, sell to them with that angle, from that angle of greed. Sell, enter them like that, enter them with greed. So as a designer, so now he messaged me that this thing is like their secret. I want to leak it out, that if people keep buying my templates, that they will not need to hire them again. I said, don't worry. You see, these people that are buying, is just secret. I want to leak out here too. So I said, no, what, these people, they are rushing to buy home. These people too, they will complain of, like, they are busy. They will be too lazy to edit that template. But you, as a graphic designer, since you are solving problem, it is none of your business. Like, it does not concern you that they are busy. Like, it is their own cup of tea. So far you are creating your product and it solves problem, it is not their own cup of tea that they are lazy and they cannot, and they'll still come back. They bought that template from you and they are still coming back. There be, I need design. Okay, you pay another money for that design. What about this template? That one is digital product. This is service. I'm offering you service. I'm giving you my service. I'm giving you my skill. This is not product. So as a designer, you can create templates. So you can create template on book cover, like my offer. This graphic design for business owner. When I launched it first, there was no book cover there. So one of the people that took the offer, she now told me that, okay, she needed book cover too, so I had to add it to that offer. So there are problems everywhere that you can solve. You can create templates, or maybe logo templates, maybe what's it called, flyer templates. We have different kind of flyer. We have marketing flyer, we have church flyer, we have different flyer. You can just select your niche. If you want to create templates on church flyer, there's some of my friends now that they teach basically on church flyer. You know that some church designs, the designs go, they need deliverance. If it's not people that need deliverance, it's their design go that need deliverance. So they now organize training for church graphic designer. You, as a professional designer, that you know that, yes, I sabi this thing, I know this thing, it's sure for me. Then you can now create templates. You are making that work easier for them. You are lifting up the bodies of their shoulder. So you can create, like, maybe 50 templates on church design only, church flyer. If it's marketing, maybe skincare, maybe fashion, maybe for clothes or food, you can create template, editable one, and just, you can peg it. You can peg a little price at it, maybe 15,000, any amount you want to attach to it. And the beauty part of, like the beauty in this thing is that you are selling just one thing to different people. Hundreds of people, they are paying different amount of money for that single thing. Your own is just to send it to them. You can send it to them, and even if you are using online platform like seller, you can even make them to just edit it online, or have access to that thing online. They cannot download it. So you, as a graphic designer, and you want to make money out of it, you want to flex with graphic design, with your skill. You need to you see the reason I ask you to treat it as business. So you need to think. You're creative. You need to think, okay, what kind of problem can my skill solve? What kind of people need my service? What kind of thing am I using to solve that problem? What part of my skill am I using to solve problem? So, and after creating digital products, find a way to lift burden off your what's it called, prospect shoulder, your client's shoulder. When you try to lift up their body, then they will trust you more. They will trust you more to give you their work, to give you their money, to help them to do amazing design. Then another way of making money from graphic design, maybe you have a physical office, maybe you have your office, it's through printing. printing. Those design you do that you send to your clients, they print it somewhere else. So you as a designer too, you can take up that challenge. If you know that yes, I can do this, you can start a printing press. You can print on t-shirts like this. It is someone who did it. Then another kind of printing, we have direct image, we have large format. So those are different kind of printing you can do to make money offline. So basically online, oh okay, can you still hear me? Can
I
you hear
can
me?
hear you very well. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Yes.
okay, my network was misbehaving now. So those are the things you can use to make money from your graphic design. So lastly, I'll try to digress a bit from the business part of graphics. The last thing you need to do as a graphic designer to make money and to be big in this field is, don't take relationship for serious. Like, don't take it for granted, take it seriously. Build relationship with quality people. The client that paid you 2k today can recommend you to someone who will pay you 2 million 2 million naira tomorrow. So don't joke with relationship building. Try to have quality relationship with people, and you see that it will keep record. And this thing is like chain. You work for A will recommend you to B will recommend you to C will recommend. It keeps going on and on and on like that. And the last thing is, try to know the basic of design. It is not just to create beautiful, stunning, hypnotic design. Try to create functional design. Not all design are to look flashy, not all design are to have flowers and blurry emojis. Try to create function. I noticed that maybe since last year. Try to create functionalities. Some designs, they will look too simple, but they are very functional. So try to make your design very functional. This thing is, people, when you do excellent thing, people that have excellent taste, they will see it. It's just like you are perceiving each other. Like when you spray a certain spray on your body, someone who knows the name of that spray will, this is this is this is the name of that spray. It's law of attraction. When you put excellence in what you do, people with excellence, they will come with you. Excellent people, they will come to you. It will draw them to you. So in all you do, see yourself as professional. Don't see yourself as hustler. Present yourself as an expert. Don't present yourself as just anyhow person. Like I do say, when you go to hospital, when you visit hospital, and your doctor said your bill is so million, you cannot do shakara for doctor. You can only beg. You cannot say, okay, doctor, from that 19 million, I can only pay 19k, and I don't have other money. You cannot tell doctor like that, because after God, he holds your life like this. Your head is in his hand, or it's her hand. So you as a graphic designer too, see yourself as expert, stand on your ground, and offer excellence with your service. So with this few point of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince and not to confuse you that you can do well in graphic design. This is no debate. Thank you so much.
So, wow, wow, wow. My book is filled like 3 pages. I've been writing and writing and writing again and again
Hey.
and again. You are too good, mom. Thank you so much for that
Thank you,
awesome
sir.
session. You just like
Thank you, sir.
Ubaki will say, I will pieces it, I'll
Mm,
compartmentalize it.
I miss that man. I miss him.
So you
Ah.
break everything down, you pieces it, you compartmentalize it.
Ah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
That's
You're
my
welcome.
father. Thank you. Now it's question
You're
time.
welcome.
Now
Yes,
it's question
yes.
time. I have a lot. I've learned a lot. Thank you for pouring out yourself, for just dishing
It's
out this value, dishing it like you know. just coming
Thank
from
you.
where we don't know where it is coming. Just like we don't, they say we don't know where the water the coconut is. The Bible say,
Mm.
"Following your be your mission one no agbo." So I don't know where this wisdom
Hey,
is coming from. You know?
kò yẹ wọn bí mi ṣe wọnú àgbọn àgbọn.
Yes, agbon, agbon. You get it.
Come
So
and
you
pay me,
know
I will
where it's
teach you
coming
Yoruba.
from.
I'm a Yoruba teacher.
I will learn it. I went to Yoruba school. Now, of course, I school in Lagos,
Wow.
so I went to government school. Government school, that was
Mm.
I did my secondary. In fact, I did government school in junior school and SS. In fact, all my secondary school was government. So they taught us
Wow,
Yoruba,
wow.
but I was not too serious, sha, but I was trying my best. So my
Be
own Yoruba is
serious
somehow
about it.
comically. Very serious, very serious. Thank you so
Hey,
much, ma'am, for this awesome
you're
session.
welcome.
So number one
You're welcome.
question is this: what does it take to create a catching design,
Mm.
attention grabbing design?
Okay. What does it take to create a catching and attention grabbing design? Let me add to it and functional design. Because your design can be attractive, it can grab attention and not be functional. So what does it take? Number one, understand the message of the design. Once you understand the message, you have to design for maybe NGO that they are doing a movement about maybe pad, maybe sanitary pad, they want to distribute it. First, you need to understand the message. The message is that they are trying to provide sanitary pads for female. That means the audience is female. And try to understand what female relate with. The kind of color that we entice female is different from the kind of color that we entice men. Oh. When you are talking about pink, red, purple, what other color? It talks to ladies. But when you talk about blue, you see that men will rush there. So try to understand the message. Try to understand the audience. Try to understand the psychology of the audience. How do they think? And try to understand the basic of design. By doing this, and make research on the topic, on the message, on the organization, on the brand you are working with. Some brands can have their brand color. So make your research about them. So once you know this, combined with your skill, your graphic design skill, once you know the what is it called, the basic of graphic design, and you know the message, you know the audience, you know the purpose of the design, then you are good to go. Once you cook everything together, once you cook, like you put onion, you put pepper, everything, it will come out beautifully and functional. So those are the things you need to know first.
All right, thank you so much. This
You're
thing
welcome.
you said something, you repeated this in often again and again. I've been noticed that you repeated this again and again. Functional design, functional design, functional design. What is functional design?
Okay, functional design. Like I saw it as a designer, you okay, as a designer, I belong to some design communities. So, and maybe some writers too, it's common among writers too. If you're a writer, it's certain that you belong to some writing community. So for me as a designer, I belong to different Facebook groups that talks about design.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
afternoon, one funny thing happened. A guy posted a design on one of those groups. The guy posted about logo design for a food brand. The design was beautiful, very beautiful, but it was not functional. Trust my Nigerian designer, they rushed the guy. So this is what happened. The design is very, very beautiful. The design is about food brand, but the design looks like fashion brand. Your design can be beautiful. Like when they see your design, what is that thought that will come across people's mind? Like you are designing for food brand, but what we can see from that design is related to Ankara, it's related to fabrics, it's related to clothing brand. That design is beautiful but not functional. So people have to tell him to go back to his drawing board to go and design functional design. To go and design what people that want that brand, that want to work with that brand, we understand. So your design must be functional. If you are creating design for food brand, let it let it visualize food, if you are creating design for, let us say, for events, let it communicate to the kind of audience that they are expecting at that event. That works, that makes it functional. It makes the design to be functional. So your design can be beautiful and has zero function. So that is what I mean by making your design very functional. You're still writing.
Wow.
Wow.
I am not a graphic designer, I'm just a writer, but the thing they enter, even if I bought many courses on graphic design, I saw them there, I never went back to it.
Oh,
I
you
bought some
writer,
courses.
come here now. We teach you.
I love that English way you use, Nana. King James English. Wow.
Hey,
That's good.
come on to
Wow.
me.
Mm. It's like I'm lazy set for this graphics thing because I bought courses. Come and say,
Ah.
some people will buy. I used to say, you have bought courses and you are laying more courses on your head because the money is leaving you and the value you are not getting it. And money is the trans. How will I say it?
It's true.
Um,
Yes,
how will I even say
yes.
that thing? Money
Like
is
if you
you
enter
get
some
money for the
design
value you
committee,
give.
you see one person there, and still you see their design like this. You say, guy, who taught you design? So it's not about just buying all courses. Be intentional about the courses you are buying, as not to lay costs on yourself, as you said.
You are right. You are right. So we have to execute when we buy a course. Execute. Execution is
Yes,
worship.
yes. You have to
So,
execute
so,
as fast
so
as
tell
possible. You have to implement.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right. Okay. Now the next question is this: how do you get inspirations for your designs?
Okay, let's say garbage in, garbage out. So you, like, what you feed your eyes with goes to your mind. You cannot think about something you've not set your eyes on. That is why this eye is very, very important. So I get inspiration from other expert design, and by improving them, by creating my own like I can get inspiration by looking at different flyers, by staring at them. And sometimes these days I dream about design. I don't know, maybe it works for other profession too. Maybe for, if I think about something, maybe about design, when I sleep, I will dream about that design. So I get inspiration from different places. When I walk on the road and I see some billboard, I stare at them and I get inspiration from them. Some groups. If you check my phone like this, you find over 8,000 design screenshots. So those screenshots are meant for inspiration. I get inspiration from them too.
Wow. Let me talk to Siren. My God. I've never heard it. For someone to say I dream about design. This is now becoming your thing.
Ah,
Should we
I've
call
been
you
listening to you. That
prophetess
spirit.
designer? Is it that we should say this one the prophetic designer? Because she sees it in the spirit before it come out to the world. Because it's beyond this world now. That you're dreaming about designs. My God, I've not heard it before.
That's all, my brother. Please, like, I dream about it.
Oh my God. Oh my
Me,
God.
I
I
dream about
never
my
see you
exam
coming.
in school.
Ah, Jesus. You will not pay me that, oh. Yeah. I wish I know the headmaster of that school now. Hey, eh? Come on, we can. No, we'll talk that on inside, not outside here. We'll talk that on inside. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, this is the next question. I said, who is right to mentor or train people on graphic design?
uh, I don't get that question.
Okay, you said you should mentor people, train others.
Yes,
You are talking about ways to make money. So train others, mentor people on design or
yes.
maybe a particular thing you do. So now I'm asking who is the right person or people or let's be person to train others. Who is the right person to mentor others when it comes to graphic design? Who is the
The
right
person
person?
who has results, and person you can see his or her process. Like, someone cannot just come, like, just come from anywhere. We can't see your process. We are not even sure maybe you are the real owner of that design you are posting. Someone who has results and you can trace that result to his or her process. So you can learn from those kind of people. I'm that kind of people. So if you're interested in learning design, Debbie Agbola is here to tutor you, to mentor you.
Exactly. Go to the people that have results, that have done it over and over again, that are doing it well.
Yes.
Don't come and learn from me. Me, I'll not teach you anything. You come, I'll just teach you how to, carry the logo,
We can come
template.
and learn how to create wealth from you.
Wow, why do you expose the secret? Wow. You get the point. Not design. Cause design that might carry the leg and put in the head. And I'm not the right guy at all. I'm
Yes.
not the right guy. Okay. There's always a story when it comes to every graphic designer and every human being when they're starting out in any industry. So when you are starting out, you have a story. So and this story it could be your mistake, your experience, and anything. So this question I'm about to ask now is about that story, that experience you had.
Okay.
So what were your struggles when you were starting out as a graphic designer? As a graphic designer, what were your struggles when you were starting out?
Okay. My struggles when I was starting out was I was a little bit jumping over the process. Like I try to bring out my corporate brand before my personal brand. As a graphic designer or as any professional, any expert, try to bring out your personal brand first. Let people know they be Agboola before they know Smart Brands Africa. If you check all these top guys, if you check their social media handles, you see that their personal brand, their personal profile has largest followership than their business page. So you can use your own personal brand to influence for your corporate brand. Now another thing I like, another mistake I made was not not taking marketing seriously. I was waiting for clients. I was sitting down and waiting for clients like okay to come. Instead of putting in work, I was working by faith, and you know that faith without work is dead. Like so, I was decreeing and declaring like, oh, clients come today. I'm blessed today, but I was not putting that work. So, and another mistake I made was not taking my what's it called, my clients seriously. Like after working for them, that's all. Like no following up. So as a professional one, try to follow up with your clients. Some might even need your design, but since you're not reaching out, they forgot about you and they move on to and human being we move on too fast. So try to follow up with your clients. Then another should I go on? Another mistake I made was poor branding. Poor branding. And you know human being we have short attention span. Like some people they want you to send in price list for what you do. So instead of typing out flyer is so amount, logo is so amount, they want a professional setup like your portfolio. Like you need a portfolio. So then I don't have portfolio. So as a professional designer, you need to get your portfolio ready and your price list too. You need to get it ready. So anytime opportunity presents itself, you are ready, you are prepared. The same way opportunity meets preparation, that is where you have success. So try to have your portfolio ready. Let your portfolio speak for you. Let your online presence speak for you. So when you have those things, even they'll be impressed. Like I sent one proposal to someone, and after seeing my proposal, he regretted about hiring someone else before me. He said the reason is that application were too much. Before he got to my own, he already saw one person and he already hired the person. So let your portfolio speak for you and your branding let it speak for you. So those are some mistakes I made then.
Ah, they will say, Oko is plenty.
It's plenty.
I love this. It's too much. Like this, this thing now can be applicable to any brand, to any not only graphic design. That's I love it. All this thing
Yes,
you
give
mentioned here
give me
now,
one
your
second. Give me
struggles.
1 second, please.
Okay. I hope you are learning. Don't miss to. Oh my God, I'm learning here. Make sure you share this video, subscribe to this channel, like, share. Let me even go for a break. I'll be back now.
Hi, guys. So, one thing that I have come to love about this voiceover industry is the beauty of creativity. I mean, it's just one person, like me, right? With multitudinous voices, like as many as I can create. It's so wonderful, right? And when you get into the booth, do your magic, and come out, people are wowed. How sick is that? Anyway, then my personal favorite, number two, is that I get to give life to words. Like, take for instance this particular experiment, right? I made a post on Facebook, and now I'm voicing it. Isn't it just amazing? It sounds so different, so
All right, welcome back. We just went
Welcome
for a
back
short
to.
break.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. So, like I said it after before you left, I said this can be applicable to any business, any industry. So, if you want to change the status quo of your business, learn from our mistake, our struggles when she was starting out. We don't take marketing so like you say, Christians are one of the most big thing when it comes to marketing. To be praying, I know the Lord that I serve. I know the Jesus that I serve. He will bring customer to me. I am good. I am good. A good market sells itself. Good market sells itself. So no matter the location I am, once I am good, people will come to me. Christians are the victim of marketing. You know, say Jesus self na number one marketer. Jesus the go. He go
God bless
evangelize.
you.
He will preach. He will go.
Mhm.
He will say, "Follow me,
Yes.
Peter.
Jesus is the
I'll
father of all
I'll make you
profession.
fisher of men. Come on, let's go." You will not go.
Mhm.
You'll be there. Be saying, I don't need to go. I'm very good.
Mhm.
I'm very good. Come to me. The thing I learned for 8 years. I studied in 15 years. And tell me if I stay in that village, they'll not come and see me. Kings will come to my light. Which light? The light under the bush. Eh? Yeah, is that day you're thinking they'll come? Not soon now, not soon.
Mhm.
So all of it mistake you shared here is beyond graphic design. So thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for being open. Because some well, in
Thank
my
you.
program,
You're
there's nobody I've ever brought here that is not open. Maybe it's the grace of the
Mhm.
Lord. Thank you, Jesus. So thank you.
It's like your platform has that kind of anointing. It attracts
Mm,
the kind of people you are, the kind of person you are too.
mm. Oh, thank you. I'm blushing. Oh, really? Oh, thank
Blush
you.
well, well.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So
You're
this is the next
welcome.
question. If you are to
Okay.
start over again, what will you do
Mhm.
differently in this business?
Okay. If I should start differently, I think I will do three things differently. The first thing I will do is I will get a coach and mentor immediately. When you have a mentor, when you have a like there are two different people or title. A coach, okay, let me start from a mentor. A mentor give you it a mentor show you the way. Like they show you plan, they show you what to do. But a coach will take you like this. The coach will hold you by your hand and to walk that walk with you, to walk the path with you. So if I should start all over, I will get a coach and a mentor immediately so that all the mistakes I made, I will avoid them. And by getting coach and mentor, the things you have to do for maybe 10 years, you can just use maybe like 4 months or 4 weeks, or maybe like at most 3 months to do it. So I'll get a mentor and coach immediately. I will not do try and error. I will not do self-education like that. So I'll get that first. Then the second thing I will get is I will be intentional about the brands I will volunteer with. Like my eyes, my eyes so shaggy. Like I was volunteering for different kind of brands, and those kind of brands they were of no value to me. So I'll be intentional and I will select the kind of brands I will volunteer with. So It will not be like I'm just volunteering like this. They're just using my energy. They are using all my strength. So I will volunteer for the kind of niche I want to go into. So that is another thing I will do differently. Then another thing I will do differently is I will have a community. Community helps a lot. When you have circle of friends in the same profession, like there is this thing we call creative block. You can experience it, but it will reduce when you brainstorm with another people in your field. When you think together, you create things together, you co-create things, you solve problems, you bring solutions to problems. And so those are the things I would do differently if I should start all over again.
I can never agree. This is not a graphic design class. Like, are you a philosopher?
Ah. Wetin be this again?
I'm sure many will get deliverance. I'm telling you. Like, I remember
Hmm.
Sam Adeyemi was saying that when he was starting his ministry, he looked at many churches that are doing deliverance miracle. People will fall anointing. If you break leg, God bring it to the house of
Hmm.
God. They will heal. They will heal. For him, he could not do all of those stuff. That was not what
Hmm.
he could do. But those people that can heal leg, heal this, heal that, they were going to church and they were doing marketing big. They'll put flyer everywhere. They'll put billboard.
Hmm.
They say, come to this place. If you know you, in fact, if you will die, come, we will raise the dead. Come to this church.
Hey.
And him, he could, at first, he did not have the confidence to like, these people are already taking people. I know church numbers matters. They were like, he was like talking to God. Why is it that he's not doing all of those miracles? And God was not telling him, focus on your gift. I did not give you the gift of healing blind, doing this, doing that. I gave you the gift of healing the lame mind. It's about the mind. What he teaches is about your mind. All he's teaching, all his deliverance is about mindset, about how you do this,
Hmm.
how you do that, how you do that. So that's what the gift that God gave to you. And if you look at that
Yes.
now, since he noticed that, he go crazy. He do market, say, come here and I'll teach you business strategy. I'll teach you this, I'll teach you mindset, I'll teach you how to do this. Now, can you see the difference? Can you see what he's doing in
Hmm.
his ministry? So his
Yes.
own gift is the lame of the mind. Because people are doing lame for leg, you are this for that. So his own is lameness for mind. Those who have broken mind, this, that, he focus on that.
Hmm.
And he's doing well. He's doing
Yes.
well. So focusing on our gift matters. So thank you for this. Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
I am learning. Okay. Because I'm a futurist, so I'm just too futuristic. I want to ask this question. In 5 years to come,
Okay.
will you still be in this graphic design business?
Hmm. That is a trap. Oh, this is what I will do in the next 5 years. I can I can still be in this field and may not be in this field. Reason is I have a big passion for photography and I'm a trained photographer. So even if I should retire from graphic design, I'm still in the field of graphics. So photography is still part of graphics. So I'm still creating appealing and functional visual. So in the next 5 years, I see my even if I'm still doing this work, then I'll be working with international brands, not as maybe my full time work. So I see myself as maybe photographer and graphic designer. So I can't be certain like that, but I'm going into photography.
Thank you for giving me the secret and exposing it to me now. Because of that, I will say this. Um, and I thank God. You'll be doing well. You'll be helping me so much.
Yeah, I've actually been doing photography, but I took a break. I paused
I
for a
see,
while.
I see, I see, I see. I could remember one of the clothes you wore one time. I was seeing camera. I was like, what
Yeah.
is camera? What does it represent? I just see camera. I was like, what does it represent? And I think I can see that somewhere here. If I'm right. So you, I will be doing reversion conference, physical one, reversion conference. I don't know if it's next year. If not next year, it could be upper next year. So invention conference, I want you to call with your team. Invention conference, we're go shut down that place with photography, and it will be big.
Amen, amen, amen,
Amen. It
amen,
will be big. It will be big. I've seen it.
amen.
I'm expecting at least where if we have to play small, we should be looking like 1,000 people in attendance
Yes,
playing small.
it's
That's it.
achievable.
But if I should look big, let me look at my father, Uber King, the 10,000 plus entrepreneurs in one place in Lagos.
Yes,
Uber King, the
it's
10,000
achievable
plus people.
actually.
He did it and said, me, I they go 50,000 lost,
Yes, it
last
will
50,000
happen.
people. So, because I used to say that I'm the only person, nobody can drag with me, that have the true spirit of Uber King. You can't
Mm,
collect it
mm.
from me. And I did,
Gold
just
and
like
black.
Elisha, oh my God, you get me. Elisha is the only person that have double portion of Elijah. They know they too. They know they too. I am that only person that have the true spirit, double portion of Ubuntu. Only me, I get them. We did not meet one on one,
Yeah.
but I collect them in the realms, not a physical thing.
Are you sure you
Thank you.
can do it? Ubagi,
My God,
it was one man on fire.
I can't. Oh, you have not seen me talk. By the time you see me talking, Now we are just, we are in a recession. We no go come outside. More day hidden.
Yeah.
Never want show.
Yes.
You have not seen me speak, but we dey come. We are coming. We are coming.
Yes.
We are coming. So let's say in 5 years time, even if you're not doing graphic design, maybe let's say if you should be taking a break or resting, and I'm really round around it. I love it on doing it. I teach people, train people, let them be in the company and let the business keep moving. In that 5 years to come, I would suggest you should do that because I know you're so good. So people who are too good should not be ignored. People like you. And I want to say
Okay.
thank you for your time. But this is the last question before we end this session. Who are the people you look up
Okay.
to when it comes to graphic design? Your role models and mentors. Who are there?
Okay. People I look up to when it comes to graphic design. I look up to uh like how many? Can I mention like 10? Number one, I look up to Tola Labi. Then another person also BS Tola is Tola Graphic. I've been following him since 2019. So is one of my role model. So another person I look up to is Fola Gbade, the the founder of War Retail. Yes, like he has results and I've seen his process. The other person I look up to is Raphael Ben, is my coach. He coached me on how to design with smartphone, Raphael Ben. So the uh female graphic designer. I'm not really close to female designers and they are not really much. But there is one of my friends, like she inspired me to, that is Deborah Wago. Like she inspires me. So those are top 5 people that inspires me about design.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, thank you. I know Fola, the one of Florida. It started from that thing, before you have started book publishing, book
Yes.
designing, and you can see just from this thing, you have created another thing. Just like he's now retiring. Not that
Yes.
he has retired, though, but he now channeled that skill from other branch.
Yes. So he has other designers working for him. So he's just
See?
like the head of agency.
Wow. He might even transfer that spirit of how good he is to those people, just like Steve Jobs did to
Mm.
others.
Yeah.
There's one spirit. Oh, that's Pinobia Gotaka. So that's it. Thank you so much.
You're
Let me see. I hope I've
welcome.
finished everything. Thank you. And this is the time I will do what I want to do and say what I want to say. Thank you for designing the reinvention conference flyer for me. I
Oh.
said, why do you so much believe in me? Like, because like, yeah, thank you. So thank you so much for you are the first person to design reinvention conference flyer for me for free. I did not pay anything. You took your time, your lights, your data, your energy, even your night, your eyes on your screen. everything it takes you or it took you to do, I do
You
not
are
know. But these are the little I
welcome.
could mention. So thank you so much for you to do that for me. I was like, oh my God, how do I just say thank you? Should I bring the calabash of my mother or my forefather, or should I bring the coconut of my mother, or should
My
I bring the
stomach,
cola
oh.
nut of my father? What do I do to please you? How do I pay you homage? How do I just say thank you? But I could
You're
not find
welcome.
anything that please or that
Mm.
best define how to say thank you. But I'll see others say thank you with
You're
just that
very,
word,
very
thank
well.
you. God bless you. And
Anytime.
you see, just like you say, manage you are the result of what you're saying. You say manage relationship. You know how to be relationship. Even for relationship, I don't know how I would have bring you here for my program, but relationship made us come. Made you come to my
Mm.
program. We just met once, just once.
No,
That
I
was all.
think we met twice.
Twice.
Yes. Emeka Nobi store
I think I
and
met you at.
Miss Steven boot camp.
Okay. Yeah. But I did
Yeah.
not know you at that time. You were the one that knew me. Like, I didn't know you at that time.
Yes.
So the second time, you were like, I know you. I didn't know you. Oh, it just occurred to me. Wow. So thank you. Relationship is powerful. Relationship is powerful. So you did everything to help me make this conference. If not for this conference, if not for you, I don't know it would have happened. I had the idea just this year March, and I was like I could not sleep. The team was pushing me, do it. Where do I start from? How can I? I don't have design. I don't have. So how can people listen? But somebody listened to me. She said, Collins, I will do it. Don't worry. Just give me time. Let me come. Let me go and charge my phone. And I will do it anyway. And she did it at last. And I'm here to say thank you. I'm here to testify. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're
And I am
welcome.
happy
You're
to have you.
welcome.
That's why I'm saying because of your relationship, by the time we'll be doing reversion conference physical, I pray God will help us. I still want you to be there.
Amen.
To be there. That thank you will never end.
Yes.
I will still talk that thank you for that public. They will patronize you.
You're
So relationship is one of the capital
welcome.
that really helped me. Relationship is one of the capital. Biggest capital I've had that I don't even have the finance to do many things, but really helped me and took me far. So thank you so much, Sister
You're
Debbie
welcome.
Agboola. So we've come to an
You're
end of this
welcome.
session. But before you leave, what is the last word for us? So we call it a day.
Okay, my last word for listeners, maybe you are a graphic designer or any other expert in another field. This quote says, what is worth doing is worth doing well. Anything you want to do, set your mind to it. Bring excellence to it. Don't just settle for less. You know that you want to do this thing, then let people know you with that thing and add a touch of excellence to it. You want to become a designer, let people know you that, okay, this Debbie Agola always bring A game to this thing and not don't expect anything less than A game. So you as an audience listening to me now, anything you set your mind to do, do it well, and you see the results. The result may not come immediately, but this thing about excellence is that it comes gradually. So whenever you put excellence to what you do, you will surely see results from it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. To the end.
Amen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We did it. We did it. We did it. I
Amen.
trust myself. I'll go post. No. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To our viewer all over the world, we love you. I am Women Collins Ebubi, the success soldier. Some know me as Master Collins. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for
Bye.
having me.
I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Can we just end this? Oh, yeah. Let's end it.
End it now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Wow. We've come to an end of this session. So let's call it a day. Goodbye. Yeah.
Two things changed me totally. One was time and two was target. Once I put my time on ground and my target, I look like a madman. A man with a vision is a madman until the vision comes to pass. You cannot pull me out like this because I am hungry to win. Except you are ready to eat this kind of spirit, you are not making progress anywhere. A case in point, I just had Thinkation 2019. The year before that, I had 700 people. But this year, I said to myself that I wanted 5,000 people to register for it. In a space of 2 months, I had 7,000 people registered. When the event came, there were 3,500 people in attendance. So that tells me that I can do more. Once you put time on any project, time on any assignment, time on anything, it changes who your friends are. It changes who you talk to. It changes where you go. If your friends are the same ones you had 5 years ago till today, that means you have not made progress.
Hi guys. So one thing that I have come to love about this voiceover industry is the beauty of creativity. I mean, it's just one person like me, right? With multitudinous voices, like as many as I can create. It's so wonderful, right? And when you get into the booth, do your magic and come out, people are wowed. How sick is that? Anyway, then my personal favorite, number 2, is that I get to give life to words. Like, take for instance this particular experiment, right? I made a post on Facebook and now I'm voicing it. Isn't it just amazing? It sounds so different, so alive. That's the beauty of voiceovers. Anyway, so I am a voiceover artist. My name is Ikwo Uchenna Sunday, and I am the voice of Wise King, right? So if you want, to do something with a voice talent and you need a premium voice talent on it, give me a call, all right? And message me, send me a DM. I am the voice of Wise King. To those.